So once in a while, I make a video where I mention that I have trans kids, plural. I have two. And I always get a few DMs from guys with no avatar and no followers. And they say something like, oh, you nasty weirdo, two trans kids, look up the odds. LOL, LOL, fart. So today I actually looked up the odds. Now, it is really a guess how many people are trans, but it's maybe like 2%. I don't really think that the 2% is perfectly spread amongst all the families in the world, but for the sake of simplicity, we will assume that they are. My wife and I have three kids. Two of them are trans. So what are the odds? I'm not going to make you do the math because it is binomials. It's gross. But the answer is about 1 in 850. If we presume there is no genetic factor, no environmental factor, no special anything that would make trans kids show up more in one family than another, the chances of my family having two trans kids, about 1 in 850. I mean, that isn't like, oh, somewhere in Topeka right now, there's a family with two trans kids type odds. That's like there were a couple families with two trans kids at your high school. So how do I feel about it? I mean, I was surprised when I had one trans kid, much less two. I mean, it is a very unusual thing, but it didn't like blow my mind. Look, it is very clear that being trans is a neurological phenomenon. It is something that is happening in the brain, like being smart or having ADHD or migraine. In fact, my mom has migraine, and so do I. About half of the kids of migraine sufferers get migraines. Lots of these brain things are heritable, genetic. And I'm sure there are environmental factors too. I mean, one of the most significant of them is that if I tell people I'm trans, will I be safe, right? If you have one out trans kid in your family, the other kids, if they happen to be trans too, are a lot more likely to be okay with saying it out loud. If they both live somewhere without anti-trans laws, they're much more likely to tell someone. But again, leave all that aside. 1 in 850, not that crazy. And that's why I'm not all that surprised that I have two trans kids. And let me ask you this. Why the heck do you even care, no followers guy? My kids are trans. They're happy. I'm fine with it. Why can't that be the end of the story?